Hey guys, it's Annalise. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for listening to our newest single, Shit. It's like a new era for IMY2, I'd say. So we really do appreciate all of your support for watching the music video, streaming the song. If you haven't done that yet, I highly recommend that you check it out. But today, we are going to be talking about the guitar solo because this guitar solo is actually quite unique. And I have Mike here. We're going to talk about what makes it so special.
That's right. All right, so if you haven't heard the guitar solo yet, I'm going to play it real quick for you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that is the guitar solo I wrote for Shit, and just recently this year we went out to Los Angeles to record the song with our producer Jim Kaufman. When we got into the studio and showed Jim, he immediately loved it and was super stoked because he had a bunch of ideas for it. And I think the coolest idea that he contributed to this song was his idea for the guitar solo. And what Jim's idea was for the guitar solo was to actually make the guitar sound like it was reversed. So with that being said, it meant that I had to learn what I just played backwards. So I went home and I think for about 5 hours I just sat there listening to it because, you know, I had reversed it so it sounded totally foreign to me. I put in a lot of work to try to get all the little nuances so that when we flipped it back around, it sounded as close to that original idea that I had.
Yeah, so what about learning it backwards? Like, what about that makes it so difficult?
It's, like I said, it's not very musical because all the notes are landing in a place where you wouldn't really expect them to land. I had to train my brain to memorize where certain notes were hitting instead of like just feeling the music.
Right.
And then the other thing that I had to keep in mind was the dynamics of how the notes were going to sound, like the crescendos and the vibrato within the certain notes, because this solo has like a lot of really hard vibrato on it, and you know, if you're sliding up in the solo, I would slide down and vice versa. So it made it very confusing.
Yeah, but I do think like the end result of it, actually, it's kind of interesting because it definitely doesn't quite sound like it sounds like a guitar, but it kind of has this edgier element to it. It definitely makes it very unique. To me, it kind of sounds like bagpipes a little bit. Very rock and roll.
To me, it sounds like a whale or an elephant.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a guitar because you're not getting that attack like you would if I played it. You're getting that reverse sound, so it's like, what is that ambient sound? So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, so for any of our friends that listened to Shit recently and thought, what is going on with that guitar solo? There's something I just love about it. That's what it might be. I really think that it turned out really great. Mike, why don't you go ahead and play it for us backwards, and then we will go ahead and play it for you reversed, flipped, the way that it ended up, the end result.
All right.